Well, welcome back. The old scout here again with a new piece of memorabilia. The McKenzie statue. You've probably all seen one. Probably not this large. You've probably seen smaller ones like these back here. But this is a McKenzie statue. Dr. Charles Hart, who was president of the Philadelphia Council in 1914, approached Dr. Robert Tate McKenzie to design a statue. Now, Dr. McKenzie was a surgeon, but he was also an artist and a sculptor. And so he set to work on this, and they designed 18-inch ones. There were 10 of them that cost $100 a piece for those who paid to have the casts made. And that's all that was ever made of the bronzes. And then they were made these large ones and the small ones, different colors. And the cool thing was, Philadelphia Council owned the copyright. So National had to pay a royalty every time they made one. And I'm sure that helped with the funding for the council quite a bit. I'd like to read you a letter that Dr. McKenzie wrote to the Executive Council of the Boy Scouts of America. To the chairman, the commissioners, and the Executive Council of the Boy Scouts of America at their headquarters in Independence Hall, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Honored sirs, the undersigned, being so reasonably in good health for one past his first youth, and with a mind not more unsound than its habitual state, doth hereby deed, donate, bestow, confer, and present all rights, privileges, responsibility, and cares that have hitherto been carried by the sculpture of the effigy of that cheerful and kindly American youth, known to his friends and to all well-wishers of these United States as the Boy Scout, in order that he may increase, be multiplied, and replenish the meeting places of elect troops scattered throughout this fair domain. He trusts that his uncovered head may betoken them to reverence, obedience to proper authority, the well-ordered discipline to necessarily do our well-being as a nation, that the hatchet on which his hand rests may serve as a symbol of truthfulness that characterized him who first sat in the chair of state in this, the birthplace of the national freedom in America, that he may never unsheath it for grinding purposes, that he may never raise it in the cause of wanton destruction, but always for the defense of the weak and for hewing out new and nobler standards of conduct and progress, that he may apply it unceasingly to the need of treachery, treason, cowardice, discourtesy, dishonesty, and dirt. In view of this, I hereby turn over, and give to your keeping the certificate of copyright, being number 48,915, sent to me by Thorwald Solberg, Register of Copyrights of the United States of America, to have and to hold, to use and to defend, as may seem to their judgment wise and proper. Signed, sealed, and delivered, signed R. Tate McKenzie. Pretty kind of neat ideals that we had for the ideal scout, as some people refer to the statue. And this also had a real person. This is a representation of a 12-year-old boy from the council named Asa Franklin Williamson Hooven. So it was a real person. Now there's also a large life-size statue that was made in 1937. They also had Dr. McKenzie designed it, and it was redesigned, just not enlarged of this one, but redesigned for the insignia of the time. The closest one to us is sitting at the Crossroads of America Council in front of their headquarters. Now there's several throughout the country. You'll find them from coast to coast, north and south. So if you get a chance to see one of the big ones, or if you're at the national office, one sits out in front. But the McKenzie statue has served well as an award, and they're still available. You can get 18-inch ones from Philadelphia Council, which is now a different name because of the mergers, but you can still obtain one, and a lot of people cherish the ones that they have given. Thank you. See you again at another time.